Hi everyone, this is ajbrutico from ajbrutico.com, and today we're going to do a quick review of Snow Leopard. Snow Leopard is the newest update to Macintosh's operating system. It is OS 10 10.6. It's just released about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. I've had some time to play with it. I'll give you my overall impressions. First of all, if you're installing Snow Leopard from either a clean reformatted drive or possibly from just an update, both of them install very well. I've done it both on my MacBook Pro just to test the upgradability of a fully configured Mac running OS 10.5. I forget what the last update made it, 10.58, whatever it was. And that was really great because coming from a Windows user, it's great to be able to reinstall an operating system and still have a good, clean, functioning OS install, maintaining all of your programs, and the compatibility is pretty good. There is a couple Wikipedia articles on some programs that are not 10.6 Snow Leopard usable as of yet. The biggest of which is Adobe's Photoshop CS3 series, or Adobe CS3 series rather, and prior. I believe CS4 works fine, and as you can see down here, I have Photoshop CS4 down here, and I tested it on the Snow Leopard, and it's working great. So I also upgraded this MacBook Pro more recently from a clean formatted drive, which took about 40 minutes, which was a fairly painless install compared to running a Windows install. There's less user prompts, and it pretty much is automated through the whole thing. I did that on this computer because I prompted to put in a new hard drive in this OS or this MacBook, and I ended up buying a 500 gigabyte drive to replace the 300 that came with it. So now I can run a good boot disk partition of Windows Release Candidate 7 to run a couple of games that I play, like Ion and Crisis and whatnot. So, what about Snow Leopard? Snow Leopard has about the same look and feel. There's a lot of tweaks, as a lot of these programs were rewritten just for the Intel-based Macs, which is something that the Snow Leopard is now really taking advantage of. Most of the applications look exactly the same, but under the hood they're different. I especially like some of the tweaks that they've done. I mean, there are literally websites that show countless amounts of tweaks that were made to this operating system. For example, if you're looking here, I have a Time Machine backup going on. That drive icon is different. You'll notice that if you look in the wireless section up here, you will see the signal strength of the wireless access that you get to browse in the wireless menu here. Other quick examples are the fact that you can now resize icons. You can grab the little slider down here in the bottom right corner, and you can resize icons up to very large icons if you'd like. What makes this really good is that once you get to a certain size icon, you can preview the icons right from within the window. This is a new feature as well. It kind of mimics the functionality of the App Store, especially on the iPhone or the iPod Touch. By clicking, for example, this icon, you can get the little play pause menu right from there. And also, the same works for videos. If you have a video file, you can click the preview play button in the middle of the video, and the video will actually play as a little icon right within your Finder window, which is really, really cool. Let me see, what are some of the other features I want? First of all, the applications are obviously snappier than they were. Mail and Safari tend to load very quickly compared to like one or two bounces of the icon down in the dock. Another great feature, and obviously I don't have time in this review to go through all of them. Another thing I like, and this cannot be expressed enough, two things. One of which is to make your mail application open on its own when OS 10, or I'm sorry, OS 10.6 restarts, but not have the mail window pop up like such. And the way you do that is you go through System Preferences, you go into Accounts, and then you go into Login Items. And if you look here, you will have an item here. Basically, you just hit the little plus symbol here and you can add mail, like I've done. And if you see the checkbox, you can put down to hide an application when you log in, select the checkbox and it will hide the column, in the hide column next to the application. So what happens here is by checking this box, and apparently this was a really difficult thing. You had to use scripts or automator actions in the previous version of Leopard. Now mail will start running, so you'll have a little light symbol underneath the mail stamp icon. So you will start getting mail messages delivered to your inbox without actually having the window pop up on the screen every single time you turn on the computer. So that's a really great little feature. Other features that I like is in the Finder menu. If you go to Finder and you go to Preferences, now in Advanced you have the option of performing a search either within the current folder or search this Mac. Every time I'd be looking for something, I would usually be somewhere nearby or at least in the folder that I wanted to be in, but there'd be so many files, I would just start typing something up in the search window, and then it would search the entire Mac, and I'd be getting hits from all over the place on the hard drive, and I didn't want that. So now you can set the standard method of searching, and obviously you can change that every time you do a search. If I were to come in here and just start typing something, it's searching the folder Brutico, for example, and it's not searching this Mac, but this is the way the default is put together now, and I really like that. So we have resizable icons, we have icon previews, we have a faster OS in general, we have a very fast install. We have great compatibility as far as old applications running on the newest version of the OS 10. We have some updated icons. We have high-res icons. The list goes on and on. I'm trying to think of something else that I can show you that was really, really cool. And it's really escaping me right now what exactly I want to talk about. But I can't say that I've ever had a seamless and easy and worthwhile upgrade as this. Do you need to have a Snow Leopard? Absolutely not. You don't need to have it. It's not a requirement. However, for the upgrade price, you really can't beat it. I mean, even people who are running Tiger don't need the expensive version, even though Apple said they do. They don't need the expensive upgrade version of Snow Leopard. You can buy the one that everybody else is buying and get the same functionality. And it really is a no-brainer. Unless you're using some application that does not work with Snow Leopard that's very costly, like you're running CS3 Photoshop, for example, it really doesn't make sense to not upgrade. You'll be right up on top of the latest software, the latest security, and the latest new tweaks and features. In my next review, I will probably, or my next video, I will probably end up showing you how easy it is to switch a MacBook Pro hard drive out, and that will be coming up soon. So thanks all for tuning in for this quick review of Snow Leopard, and hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.